And the one thing I didn't like with Tappa though, that substitution. To take out Lowe and put in Levy. That didn't make any sense whatsoever.
So
I'm going to take back the one. So I give him a 5.
Exactly.
I'm going to give Tappa a 5.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. We have another very interesting one for you, the post-mortem of the match played between Jamaica and the United States, with the match ending 4-1 in favor of the United States. The analysts are here to give their player review and ranking, right? So before we go into the details, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscribe button below. If your subscribe button is still red, it simply means that you have not yet subscribed. So click that button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Analyst, not a good day for the Reggae Boyz today, but we press on, right? So we're going to start with the goalkeeper, Brandon. J.D. White in goal. And fans out there were scoring them out of 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. All right, so what's your score for J.D. White and why?
So right here I have recorded. He touched the ball 17 times. He had 4 saves, conceded 4, and his distribution wasn't the best. He lacked composure. I would give him a 4 out of 10.
When you say wasn't the best, it sounds like you're being nice, right? Because
well, let's put it this way. It was his first start for the national team. He's very inexperienced, and I think he could have done better, but then again, he's a very young, inexperienced man, so it's fair enough to give him a 4.
Or what would you say him need to do to improve? Or what area him need to work on?
He needs to be more composed with his feet. Distribution needs to be on point. He needs to have that presence in the box. If we're comparing him to Andre Blake, he needs to have that commanding presence, that leadership role, as a goalkeeper should have. And lastly, he needs to be more athletic. All right, that is something the Jamaican Federation and the club teams in Jamaica can work on with him as well.
But Ray, quickly, you say White as the number 2 goalkeeper?
Yeah, I mean, if you were watching, persons were watching.
You notice I didn't say number 1, number 2.
Yeah, if person was watching the videos over the time, we actually had White as the backup, and clearly Blake would be the number 1. The goal that he let in, some person will say soft, but it's a brilliant goal. I almost feel like if it was Blake, though, he probably get a finger to it, because it's almost, you can see the striker leaning to that shot to curl it to the top corner. So a little inexperienced there, so he was beaten, with that shot.
But Ray, you would have J.D. White as your number 2 over Amal Knight?
Yeah. And only because I know durable. Well, I mean, Blake get injured the last one at a time, but Blake tend to be durable, and having JD, him only can get better where we're concerned with experience and stuff like that.
I think Amal White is way better than J.D. White, and also has more international experience.
Okay.
As in that he has played in the USL here in America with Tucson, and he had a very good season in his first season. Meanwhile, J.D. White is still stuck in Jamaica playing in the Premier League, so we have to keep that in consideration.
Are not playing at the moment.
Are not playing. So that's the only thing, because you can't, that is one of the biggest things persons are not discounting, because it's much fitness is lacking. And
match fitness is totally different from regular fitness, as we should all know,
Yeah. So that is what beat him, especially, and you can see even with his control, his distribution with his feet, at some points you see some composure, at some points you see, but once again, if you're not continuously playing and matchness up, you look like that from time to time.
Eddie, we had two centre-back, new centre-back. What's the rating on Pinnock in his first game for Jamaica?
All right, Pinnock. He didn't have a great game. Wasn't the worst. So I'll give him a 5. His centre-back partner Moore had a better game, far better game, but Pinnock won a few headers. Wasn't at fault really for any of the goals. So
is it that expectations are very high coming into this game and him never live up to it?
Yeah, it was. And it's his first game, so I would like to see him again. I would have just write him off after this one because I saw some potential there. But I'll give him a 4.
You're changing your score, man.
5.
But you said he wasn't responsible for any of the goals, but the second goal though, Sergeant drop him shoulder and leave him totally confused before making that cross.
Sometimes
you wouldn't blame him for that.
Sometimes you coordinate with great attack. And Pinnock is a very tall man, so he's not really so mobile to really shift.
No, but me here said the man are one of the best thing in the championship. So me not expect for Sergeant to just walk past him that easy. It looked like one of the local players who never did a play for 11 months.
So it could have worse because him could have pushed him back and get a penalty. I swear that they got me. You know? I swear it was going to give him a penalty because when him get that dip there, him shouldn't be so tight on somebody like that. He can't be so tight right there, so, at all. And if him walk too close to him could have probably even draw a penalty. So
but
he can't be so tight.
Yeah, but and then as an experienced defender, why you make him sell you're going against goal and you make that beat you? You should have covered the goal side, I'm thinking. That's normal thinking as a defender.
So some people would tell you, say, show them down the wing. You understand what I say? And hopefully persons would be marking their other persons within the box. So show them down the wing sometime. Because you don't want them cut in and fire and goal. So, but for that now, the trick for cutting and then end up going down the wing, show him off. But as we're saying, him too tight. Him shouldn't stay so close to him because him could almost see the play developing.
Liam Moore was his partner at centre back. What's the rating on Liam Moore?
Who go?
You, Ray.
Oh, great. You know, Liam Moore clearly is at 8. And one of the reasons why is that most of the attack came his side. And for when the attack came his side, he repelled them as best as he could. He was confident coming across. Even in the first half, one of the slide tackles, him come across, just clear out everything, and that was impressive. Some of them no nonsense defending there where persons have to take note when that defender come through, and so that helped. Even tackling in the box, I see where it could have easily be a penalty if him actually try and play the person, but instead he slide in front of the ball. And that's when the person kick the ball on him, and that is impressive in a sense. So is almost aware of where he is and how to respond and tackle.
Brandon, the captain, playing right back. What would you rate him?
I would give Mariappa a 5. He was struggling a bit. He couldn't hold his own because he had no help from whoever was playing on the right side. No one was tracking back to help him out when he was being doubled by Pulisic and Dest in the first half. His delivery was spot on in the first half, the one delivery he made. So I'd give him a 5.
Okay.
Does anybody ever give more than 5? As they don't say training now. 4 or 5.
Well,
But
we got 4-1,
you get 4-1, boss man. So what do you expect?
All right.
Eddie, Amari Bell is another newcomer. I don't recall much of him. He played 90 minutes though. So
yes,
what is the rating on him?
I'm going to give him a 6. because I like what I saw in the first half. He was very high. He pushed up and he was combining well with Palmer, with Casey Palmer on that left side. So I kind of like that. He faded away tremendously in the second half, but that first half I kind of like what he was very attacking, as in pushing up. So I like that for my fullbacks. So I'm going to give him, what did I say? 6.
6.
Give him a 6.
Ricky, central midfield, Hector. Your favorite player. You need to buy an Hector jersey.
I would never buy a jersey with Hector's name on it. Never. But Hector, I didn't like. Let us give him a 3. Hector was all over the park doing nothing. Right? He was chasing the ball, chasing the men with the ball, and then he bounce them from behind. And we saw him do it on more than one occasions. Right? I don't know who teach him to tackle like that.
We'll move on. Partner in Hector in central midfield was a missing player. Ray Isaacs played 55 minutes, but I'm not sure if anybody remembered him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I almost felt like that's when Omar Owens should actually get that start and play. But you know, it's unfortunate. I really expected more from him, but you know, if Whitmore had probably placed Omar Owens, he'd probably get more out of that midfield duo, and of course the help. Where Hector falling off, then you get some help. If we score Isaac still, I'm gonna give him a 4.
So him get more than Hector?
In my book, yeah.
Casey Brandon played as the number 10.
And we're in the number 10.
And we're in the number 10, yes.
Casey, I'm giving him a 4. He held on to the ball too much. If you're gonna come as a newcomer and wear that number 10 for Jamaica, you have to be more creative. Let go of the ball, be more efficient in the final third. And I didn't see none of that from him today. So I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
Ray Jamal Lowe.
Yeah, one of the bright stars of this game. I mean, some persons might not agree with me, but the goal scorer. And I saw where he string together some passes. He was very efficient with the ball. The distribution was excellent from him. Him not hold it up unnecessarily, release when it needed to. And that finish was masterclass. If you see them level of composure, you hardly have. I mean, I couldn't tell us to see somebody wearing Jamaican colors lob a goalkeeper like that. You know, that level of composure it was brilliant. It's almost like FIFA-like. Or Messi-like. Let me just say that. It's like Messi-like right at that end.
Really?
Yeah, no, seriously. And when even it reminds me of what happened to Boateng and him lobby might just go right to the corner there. So yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And some persons were like wonder if it scored, but him just jog off. And the celebration muted. It's just composure. So I can do this all the time.
What a score?
Low 1.
No, out of 10.
Oh, all right, great. So yeah, him clearly a 9, you know, to me. 8, 9.
Andre Gray.
Andre Gray, I would give Andre Gray a 7. His hold-up play was very good. Even though he did miss that one chance that Mariappa created for him, but he also had his assists, and that's a positive. You know, the way how he was patient and composing the box to play low through. So I would give him a 7. It was just unfortunate that he didn't have the creativity around him to see that spark that we know he can produce.
Okay, and the striker, Ricky. Morris.
Mr. Morris, I was impressed with how he played today. For somebody who hasn't been playing
really
for a year, for how long, he was defending better than Hector. it was all over the place. Even though he missed one chance,
he was a centre forward.
That was as a result. It doesn't matter. Him play him heart out. He gave his all today, even though he didn't play. He didn't play to his default role.
Never played team position. That's
but he wasn't getting the service anyways.
But watching the match after about 5 minutes, I think Morris boss.
Me too, but that wasn't the case.
I think him excellent.
May I give him more 8?
Yet?
No, you do that.
Yeah, he was above average. As I said, he never played to his default role. But
he
was defending, breaking up passes, in the 18-yard box, defending and running forward. This man was playing excellent, in my opinion.
I will get 4, so we don't even know
Who that? You would give Morris 4?
Morris had a shot on goal.
Yeah, well, not on target.
I give him 8.
It's my opinion.
Somebody else score Morris there. Somebody else score Morris.
Brandon, what should I give Morris?
Look how run that.
Morris came off 55 minutes.
No, well, I would give Morris a 3.
To manage.
What? Monsieur, you give him a 4.
No, Morris had one shot. It was a wayward shot, but Morris was ineffective. Morris was the reason why Sergio Best had that freedom to overload him and Pulisic to overload Mariappa. Morrison was ineffective. And when Omar Holness came on, that is when you saw a slight change. Morris was ineffective. He shouldn't be playing. There's no way someone who hasn't played in over a year should be even a part of the squad.
Yeah, him never play nowhere near 8, Ricky. You're giving more 8.
Viewers go easy. Easy on Ricky, please. Easy on Ricky.
I liked how he played. Yeah, I liked how he played.
Man say 8.
And as an attacker, the man tackle good. What the hell? All right, sir. I will get 4.
We had 6 substitutions. Two of them played only 4 minutes, so we can't score those based on the fact that they barely get a run out. All right, so we're going to look at Willis. Willis came on in the second half, played for 35 minutes. Brandon, what are you rating on Willis?
Willis played about 45 minutes.
Including extra time, but he came on at 55.
Yeah, so we'd say he played about 35 minutes, right? 35 minutes. It would be unjust for me to say he could have done better, but he didn't get a lot of time. So I'd give him a meager 4.
Right, Holness.
When you mean with score, man.
Yo, before Brandon talked, I could have said 4.
4, yeah.
Alone
4 they want to give out, yo.
4, it's like the man I play cricket. A beer boundary. All right.
We see Holness came on and it took him a long time before him actually get a touch on the ball.
Yeah, but you see, so what I notice with Holness, I notice he's in a lot of the play them. So even though him not touch the ball, he's moving. I see him a tackle and stuff like that, and even him on a referee, you can see the passion. And so because of that intent there, I swear I'm gonna not give him a 4. I'm gonna pretty much lean more on a 5 to a 6. It's just I wish he had started.
I agree.
And that's the only thing I can say where that's concerned. If he had started, I could almost feel like it would have been a 6.5, almost 7 or 8.
The funny thing, when he came on, his first tackle was he tackled Sergio Best.
Yeah, which is almost break up the man who will create the issue. And the man ref back and forth, you can't see him come in for do something about what go on.
Eddie, another newcomer, Curtis Stilt. He came on for Pinnock in the second half. What are you rating on Curtis?
I liked his aggression when he came on. He was showing commitment. So yes, Blake, he was showing commitment. And he got away at the back post for a free kick and almost scored. For stepping into a good save. So based on that, I'm going to give him a 6 because he was, looking forward, pushing, trying to get that goal, and he defended well. So 6.
Ricky, Levy.
The Rasta man. Boy. We were waiting on Levy to get a touch on the ball for about 20 minutes. How long him play for?
About 18.
And the first touch him make off for the ball and kick it to a corner. It's a corner him concede. Right? I don't know how this one reaching the side, but I wasn't he didn't have an immediate or an eventual impact on the match. And with that, I'm going to give him a...
because he plays for Harborview. Luca Levy is only in that Jamaican squad because he plays for Harborview.
Well, with that said, I'm going to give him a 2.
He was just chasing the ball.
Headless chicken, run up and down, behind the man, them worse than Hector.
Viewers out there, you can also join in this discussion by sharing your score for each of the players in the comment section below. The other 2 persons who played, Hilton played for about 4 minutes and Wellington played for about 4 minutes. So it's unfair for us to grade them based on that little time. But we also want to grade the coach, right? Tappa, team selection, strategy. What your score and Tappa, Eddie?
All right, you see for Tappa now. It kind of tricky because he was severely handicapped with the lineup. Severely. So he had to try and turn water into wine. So I'll give him a 6 And the one thing I didn't like with Tappa though, that substitution. To take out Lowe and put in Levy. That didn't make any sense whatsoever.
So
I'm going to take back the 1. So I give him a 5.
Exactly.
I'm going to give Tappa a 5.
So you know say Tappa make the changes?
Well, Tappa 5. You try, but you could get less than that, but I'm going to give a 5 because I know it wasn't totally your fault. You have to just deal with the players as you get them. You had a couple of days, 2 days practice. You could have done nothing. So 5, Tappa.
Ray.
Yeah, Boheim, I agree with you, Eddie. It would have looked like a 5. Like a high 4.9, so pretty much 5. And yeah, it looked like a lot of things was out of his control. From even the match was announced. Or we wanted to have the football camp and the back and forth and stuff like that. Because the local base players, there was a possibility that, he wanted them to be there, but he know that them never have a match fitness or conditioning. And so he tried. From them time, he said, Whitmore, they tried set it up as best as he could. And then it just come down to the wire now and them get a bunch of people. It looked like most of JFF. Little credit to them. But the truth is Whitmore are the coach. And so it almost feel like them have them fingerprint all over this. And so that kind of impact Whitmore's score. And unfortunately, if he's any firing, it would have possibly it'll be him. And so him need to ensure that him take the reins of the team and pick the people who with me and maintain strategy. As Eddie said, that substitution are taken off Lowe. I didn't understand that at all in any shape or form. I almost feel like it was, handed down from the top maybe that this guy needed to play or something. And
yeah, but if that is the case though, why his score is being affected? Because one, where you're saying that it don't look like him pick the team. So him just have to work with what him get. And based on what him get,
that's why I made a 5.
He get a 4.
Yeah, we'll give him a 5 for that. Because we realized that the amper is what caused him to do some of these, having some of these players on the pitch.
And as you mentioned that the change might be coming from top down, is Levy came on for Lowe, you know, but I'll leave it there.
I said that, man. Levy.
Levy came on for Lowe, so
And you can tell what was the strategy when him come on. What was it? He was defensive, he was attacking. What was the strategy?
Represent Harborview.
Get Harborview ball, man.
What was it? Counter attack again?
Take off Hector, no? Take off Hector.
No, I never get the strategy when him come on.
Exactly. Take off Hector and put on
90 minutes.
No, I never get the strategy when Levy come on.
Ricky, what your score for Tappa?
Well, given the fact that, you know, all right. So what I liked about how he approached this thing is that for the entire match he was on the sideline, he was standing up, he was giving instructions, right? He was playing the role of a coach. But in the back end, somebody was making the calls and saying, yo, put on the man, you know, put on this man. You know, so yeah, he didn't really have anything to do with that because I don't see how under God's green earth, you're going to take off the best player on the field and put on this Rasta man. How you?
Right after him scoring.
Right after the man scored.
Like him not score. It's like him not score.
Like him Vic said, the man, yo, that boy shouldn't score. Come on for the field.
As him score, him take him off.
For that though, you know, he was playing the role of the coach. He was doing his job. But he made some very poor substitutions. So his performance overall is below average. So with that, I'm going to give him a 4.
And 4. I think I'll give probably with more a 5, probably 5.5, because him have some match fit players who were on the bench, and then play some man who not play since last year. So on that basis, I give him a 5. Regardless of the position of the man them play, I think a fit Curtis still probably would have do a better job than a Ricardo Morris. Not that them going playing at the same position, fans, but a fit Curtis still, I think, would have do a better job than Ricardo Morris. But Brandon, Tappa's score.
Give Tappa a 5, you know. Tactically, he made some poor decisions, but his intentions were good. You could have seen the way he tried to set out the team from the start, but tactically, he shot himself in the foot. So I'm gonna give him a 5. But Tappa, I have a message for you. Stop being the JFF puppet, man. Talk up. All right, make your voice be heard. Let us know how you feel.
There you have it, Sports DTM fans. A review, a ranking of the Reggae Boyz players who played the match against the United States. Let us hear your comments now. Tell us who you rate out of 10 in the comment section below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family. Be blessed.